Like I felt like I was always happy for my clients before, but I feel like if they're happy, I'm like 2 or 3 times happier now than ever.
Hi, I'm Maud Leger, and this is the Realtors Conspiracy Podcast, where we crack the code to real estate success. Learn from top realtors, entrepreneurs, and innovators about how to grow your business as we discuss real estate success stories, mindset, processes, motivations, and the key to their success. Check out our podcast episodes every Monday to crack the code to success for your real estate business. This week, I'm speaking with Neil Quinto from RE/MAX. Neil is curious about business growth and devours personal development. He has lots to share about how to set yourself up for success as a realtor with integrity and positivity. He also shared that he got motivated by realizing that you truly get what you put in as a realtor. So the potential is infinite. Let's get to my chat with Neil. Hi Neil, thanks for joining us on the episode. Tell us, what is the key to your success?
Oh wow! Hi, and thank you so much. It's an honor to be here. Let me say that I've seen a number of your episodes, and I truly enjoy this program. So I feel like I've made it. So I want to say hi to my mom. I made it.
Thank you.
But yeah, I love this question, success. But that it truly is a relative term, of course, and really and truly, I guess it's an insecurity of mine. Is that I don't really feel I've accomplished something to call a success. Like I'm always striving for more. I guess to others, they might feel that I have done some things, but I really feel I'm far from accomplishing what I really have set out to do.
Yeah, that's a very humble way to see it. I love it. So tell us about your vision then. Where do you want to go? What do you want to achieve in your business?
I love that question too. And I think that sets the stage really of why I'm collaborating with you, is because last year was a very difficult year for many reasons. And I felt like I didn't have full control of what I could do. And I really hated that feeling. I hated not being able to, work when you want to. And I really enjoy work. I'm very passionate about my clients. I'm passionate about results. And last year, not knowing which direction and what you're able to do and all the changes implemented and, wearing a mask, hand sanitizing, etc. It was a very unusual feeling. Maybe I'm too much of a control freak, if you will. Yes. So I want to take, my vision really is to take my business to where it's insulated from any kind of event or economic upturn, downturn, and the only way to do that is to expand and grow as big and as successful as possible. So that's where success comes in.
Nice. I love it. So you would be working on processes and ways to secure your business to go through good times and bad times.
Absolutely, yes, because I think I've heard a terminology come out in both economic downturns and situations like last year, and that is the market will discipline the undisciplined. And it made me really take a hard look about my business and what was going well, what my strengths are, what my weaknesses are, in particular the weaknesses. And I just wanted to close those gaps and bring more value to my clients, because I'll benefit once they benefit, but they've got to benefit first.
Yeah, you said you're very passionate about your work. What are you most passionate about being a realtor?
I really love the results. I really love the sale. I really love connecting people together, where I believe in the past that it was looked upon like very much like a battle. There has to be a winner and a loser. And I found that actually in the last year or so, even during bidding wars, that fellow agents and colleagues can be very, not accommodating, but very kind, because, if you are a listing agent, you want to gain favor any way that you can, right? But I've really seen great things come out of it. People treating each other well on a different level. Than I've been in the business for a little over a decade, and I've seen things change, but I do think people are working better now collectively, and it's really promising, and it's great to see.
I've seen a huge change myself working with realtors from that competition aspect to that collaboration in the last
Mhm.
years, for sure. I totally agree. That's
Mhm.
awesome. What was a defining moment for you that told you that you were in the right path or you were going to grow or you had this motivation to keep going?
A defining moment in the recent in this year actually was I really prompted myself to create some change because I knew that if I was going to change my business, I had to change myself,
Nice.
and not to change my identity, but the activities and be more and add more value. And a big change for me was moving to Remax Escarpment. I had been with Royal LePage State for about 12 years, 13 years, and it was a big and difficult decision because when you're with a family setting, moving to another family, you don't want to let anybody down. And I'm very grateful for all those years. And a big signpost or marker for me was accepting that I needed to change. And part of that was moving brokerages.
And what kind of attitude are you embracing now? What kind of direction are you going for yourself?
That I realized that doing things that you fear can be good signposts
Mm.
to keep going and pushing through and breaking through. So I guess I gave myself some resistance. Maybe I shouldn't do this yet. I shouldn't do that much of that. I won't even give that a try. But what I feel like we've been seeing a little bit of is the common names aren't so common now. In that, like as you grow within the industry, you become comfortable with how you've obtained your business and so on. And I feel like the incorporating enhanced video tours and floor planning and Zoom calls and DocuSign and no virtual tours, no open houses, has really caused the agents to go digital. And anyone that's given it resistance, unfortunately, you have to grow with the times, I believe. And I believe I was guilty of that. And yeah, like I said, I identify things now with things that make me nervous. And
Nice.
rather than cowering and turning away, I'm inviting it, yes, and pushing
That's
through,
true.
with my support, my network, and surrounding myself with other people who do very much the same. Because it's nice to hear that they come out the other side and say, "You can do it. You will be fine." It's not a total loss.
What are three actions that every realtor who want to grow should be doing? So
Oh
according
wow.
to you.
Three actions, including my yes. Yeah, I think that's the first one is, well, yeah, identify the things that you're both strong and weak at.
Mhm.
And it's easy to just stick with the strong ones because they give you comfort because you do them well. So look at the areas that you can improve. It doesn't mean you have to go all out and make them better, but I think there's habit forming. Developing habits of doing things that you don't enjoy doing will make you stronger. And
Nice.
when you do those well enough, eventually you'll get promoted. So,
That's awesome.
right, something about you will change in for better, right? So I think that is it's face things that that are weaknesses of yours and work on them. I believe the other thing is yeah, working on yourself just as much as your business. I found that to be very helpful in the past year. Like I said, last year gave me a lot of time to reflect. I'm a motivation junkie. Like I love YouTube videos, podcasts, Audible, those types of things. Yeah, just consuming anything like that for positivity and inspiration. So I'd heard once before, work harder on you than on your business, and you'll really feel the impacts.
Yeah.
And lastly, oh geez, what's a third thing is hmm. Well, yeah, maybe I'll go back to this. It's like I did it myself. I say, you hear agents all the time say, "Oh, I've been in this business so long, such and such," and it's age is no guarantee of innovation of efficiency. Age is no guarantee of efficiency, but youth is no guarantee of innovation either. So I think you have to be balanced, right? You have to look at everything as a bigger picture, and um, you know, not reject the new things that could work for you, and stick with the things that won't change in this industry, because we can't change the inventory, but we can change in how we conduct ourselves, right? And the bottom line is, I think we have to be intensely customer service and client oriented. So whatever's best for them, keep that at the forefront of your mind. So I'd say that's the third one.
I love it. That brings two ideas for me, like when you say efficiency and innovation. So how do you keep innovating in your business? How do you do it? What do you look for?
I look actually at the younger realtors, and who have been very inspirational to me, because I watch them on social media. I watch the things that they post and what they do, especially with video nowadays. I love the way they market and brand themselves. These were things that I just felt like, it was for me, it was a paradigm shift, thinking, okay, I'm going to work entirely by referral, and I'm going to be meek and humble and not talk about myself or what I have to offer. And so, but and it's not that the younger realtors do that, but they're just, I feel exceptional at advertising what they do. And there's nothing wrong with that. So that's one way, is I try to keep up with what's coming in constantly.
I love it. And then the other point you mentioned was efficiency. So what kind of processes are you working on in your business to help you be more efficient?
So the ones that I'm guilty of, we're not leveraging listings properly, and even purchases. Like we're discussing and implementing farming strategies, geofarming strategies now, using digital marketing and social media advertising now. That I'm going to incorporate that. But what I feel like, if experience has served, when a market comes back, and bidding wars suddenly come back all of a sudden, and you've been through bidding wars 3 to 4 to 5, 6, 7 years ago, or whatever it is, like all those tools, that muscle memory comes back to serve the clients as well as myself. And it does pay huge dividends to know how to guide your clientele from past experience, the ins, the outs, knowing what to do. And I think I mentioned this to you before. I felt like I've reached a degree where I can kind of coach and articulate to my clients what's going on, what's going to happen at certain stages, and how they should react. Yeah. And when it comes together, and it's like, oh my gosh, how did you predict that? And it's just, it's just the way the cycle goes. And eventually you have enough confidence to relay that. And so I think that's blending the two together.
Experience and knowledge.
Absolutely.
With adapting to the new times. That's
you have to. Yeah.
Very cool. And what is most rewarding for you as a realtor?
Well, yeah, I would put that hand in hand. Like I said, describing process, getting a winning result, creating a new sale high for a neighborhood, but also, especially with the bidding wars, accomplishing getting a winning bid. So I say now, I don't know why, I felt like I was always happy for my clients before, but I feel like if they're happy, I'm like 2 or 3 times happier now than ever. And when they are in a slump, or they're down, or something bothers them, I get very defensive for my clients as well. So I don't know. I think the market has enhanced those things and those feelings. Maybe my time serving, but realizing that what we do as agents goes beyond just getting them the keys and moving in. I look at business a lot different now, and that these can have really profound and life-changing effects. So I just want to help as many more people do that as possible now.
Nice. I love it. You've been doing a lot of education on your business lately. What's the one business strategy that every realtor should be doing to succeed?
Oh, wow.
I want to divulge your secret.
You know what? I'm not afraid to share this one, because I don't feel like every personality is suited to it. It takes a lot of practice. I really believe the future is video, communication via video, education via video, video tours. It's right in there, because that disconnect between the social distancing measures and all the precautions that we have and all the limits, in some ways have slowed things down, but then in other ways they've sped things up. And I feel like now to best serve clients is we have to adapt technology and strategies from other industries. And there are industries, I can't think of any right now that incorporate it, but we have to evolve and change as realtors as well. And I think it's nothing's more powerful than video, right? A lot of message gets lost in text, in writing, and even an offer. Um, you hear about buyer clients sending a video to create emotion, evoke emotion to the sellers. Like, because when you look at a piece of paper, it's black and white, it's emotionless, it's got little character. But when you watch a video of someone, it's very hard not to create a connection with them. So I think in so many facets of real estate now, that's going to be the direction.
I love it. I think the buyers' videos, I love the idea, especially with bidding wars. Like you said, black and white characters, it's numbers, it's very
Mhm.
dry. And to have a video that says why they want to purchase this house, why they're uh, qualified, why they're serious, right? Sometimes in bidding war, you get how many offers of people that are just fed up with they just do offers at every house because there's so many bidding wars going.
Right. That's
So I
right.
think,
Going through the
yeah,
motions.
yeah,
And every person has a story to tell, right? And video is the perfect way to relay that and convey that, right? Like, I am a person. There's not, aside from I want to live and where you live, I have a family. I want to raise my children here. I love the schools. I love the parks. I can see myself here growing for a long time, and I'm not just here to stay for a couple years and totally renovate it from its original. So I realize sellers don't want to hear that. They don't want to think that, and
yeah,
it's a big part of their decision making process too.
yeah, yeah. Very cool. What's the best advice you've ever received?
Best advice I've ever received. Wow, like I think I knew this question was coming, and I'm not sure I was prepared, but um, yeah, I think I'll answer it like this. And what I love about real estate is that you don't have to have any particular set of skills to come into real estate. You don't have to have, any kind of lineage or, a special kind of disposition to come into real estate. And that's what I love about this business. And you get out of the business what you put into it. And I love that response and that realness of it, right? I've had salary jobs. I've worked in for public service before. But what I have an athletics background, so I like proving myself year to year, deal to deal. Every activity is an opportunity to prove yourself, and it keeps you on that edge. And so, if the best advice that I've received lately is that um, we're all here really to reach the highest of our potential. And I think real estate as a industry is perfect for me. And that's why I love it. And that's why, hence all this change and our collaboration. So if you're feeling like you're not getting the most out of what you're putting into, then think of it like you are really chasing potential, and your potential, you don't know what it is.
Mhm.
So you've got to give it your all, no matter what it is. You just decide to do it and go. So.
I love it. That's super helpful for anyone really who's not motivated anymore, who's thinking of calling it quits. It's like you get what you put in, so get back at it.
And that's how life is. It's up and down patterns, right? It's peaks and valleys. But when I keep that in mind, and that it's a daily pursuit, small steps going forward, to reach my potential, whatever that is, well, then, you realize your work is cut out for you, and you have less time. And, my wife depends on me, my kids depend on me, my family depends on me. And that's all the inspiration I ever need, really.
Nice. I love it. That's awesome. Neil,
Thank,
thank you so much for
thank you.
sharing all of this. I think that's super helpful to any other realtors right now.
Oh, I'm so glad to have this with you and to share, because that's really what it's all about. Like I said, I felt like when I first started, it could be very conflicting, butting heads. But I'm very upbeat and positive about the way things are going, and that's just how I am and what I do. And yeah, the future is bright, irrespective of what the news and the naysayers say.
Yeah.
Right? Home ownership is still the best. I don't know what else. I can leave it at that.
I love it. The ownership, the positivity, you're bringing so much great energy into the industry for everyone's benefit. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Subscribe to our podcast, Realtors Conspiracy, today.